third try, real quick check-in. Like I said, I'm about halfway done with this one. And I'm working with this color yarn right now and getting ready for a new color to be added in. This is the style that I'm going for, which is a color block stripe. This one was made for one of my reborns that's about a size newborn to 3 months. And this one here also, which is a granny style, granny square style. And they were made with scraps left over from other projects. And so that's what I'm doing is I'm using up all my half skins of yarn, all my leftovers. That's how I'm doing it. I hope everybody is having a really good day. I'm rather upset about what happened in Chicago this week. I think that maybe people's eyes should be waking up, opening up, and waking up to what is going on. Right now, it's the blue states. Soon enough, it's going to be even places like here in Oklahoma that is a deep red state. It's been red for decades. But what they did in Chicago is absolutely disgusting and horrendous. In the middle of the night, ICE and the FBI and local police raided an apartment complex. Hundreds of people. Drug everybody out of bed. Separated the children from the parents. Some of the children didn't even have clothes on. You know, they had like their underwear on and nothing else. Well, up in Chicago, it's not necessarily really warm this time of year. But for hours, they had these people, these families detained. 37 people were arrested. They were actually supposedly only going after 5 people. Had warrants for 5 people. But they went through the whole building, destroyed everyone's property, tore their apartments apart, looking for drugs and other contraband. Just to punish Chicago. Because Illinois didn't vote for Trump. So, what, LA, you know, because Gavin Newsom is not a fan of Trump, and Trump wanted to make California pay. But they did this, traumatized hundreds of people, detained, stuffed people into rented vans while they detained them for hours and hours and hours while they went through all this stuff. Finally let everybody except the 37 people go. A few years before Trump ran for office the first time, started having a precognitive dream. And in my dream, I was in a house very much like the one I'm living in right now. And I had some friends over. And there were these men in camouflage with the like Kevlar vests over them and masks on their face so that you couldn't see who they were. And they burst in and started dragging everybody out. And I said, and several of the other people that were there kept saying, "You can't do this. I'm an American citizen. This is not legal. I'm an American citizen." And they wouldn't listen, and they wouldn't let us show our identification and our paperwork or anything, just the way these people in Chicago were treated. Well, I told everybody I knew about the dream, and I got laughed at. It's not going to happen. I said, "You wait. This is going to happen one of these days." And then it started happening. I thought it was bad when the first camps and children being disappeared in Trump's first reign of terror, his first presidency. But now I'm seeing that dream happen on a daily basis. I hate living in Trump land. And I can't afford to go anywhere else. I'm stuck here. And I'm on those lists. And I know what's coming. And I know that even if Trump dies in office and J.D. Vance takes over, that it's just going to keep being worse. And even if we do manage to elect somebody else as president in 2028, the damage done to America's reputation because of Donald Trump will not be healed for decades, generations. And it's going to be a long, hard battle to get back to any semblance of what we were like before. So I'm doing my crafts, and I'm still speaking out, and I'm not letting what's happening terrify me so much that I'm afraid to do anything. I'm getting my color back, and I'm doing better now as far as my health. But it's been a long battle back from having cancer. I beat it once, beat the breast cancer. And unfortunately, I know that the cancer can come back because in my family, that's what has happened. I mean, my dad beat prostate cancer and wound up with leukemia, which killed him. My mom had a breast cancer scare and wound up with brain cancer, which killed her. Great-grandmama and great-grandpa Sam both died of cancer. So, I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at the fact that diabetes ran on both sides of my family. And it's not a matter of when, if it was a matter of when you got diabetes. And I got low blood sugar, so I have to, keep real careful check on my diet so I don't flip from low blood sugar to diabetes. I think about those things. But I wonder how many more of my dreams about what's going to be happening, how many more of them are going to come true before there's no more Donald Trump or J.D. Vance. And I try not to be political, very much on this channel, because it's really about my crafts. And I've got the hair for the dolls to be rooted, and I just got to get started working on that. And I decided I'm going to have to go ahead and strip the paint off of Grandpa Theron's doll, because it just, 4 tries and the paint just, it doesn't look right. So I'm going to strip it down, and both Grandpa Theron and Grandma Maud, their dolls are just going to be the way the kit came, with the original. And I may add a little bit of blush to them, but they'll have their hair, and I may make a outfit for each of them that is similar to tribal clothing as I can get, out of respect for the culture that my great-grandparents came from. After all, I'm making these dolls to honor them. And I think that you should take pride in who you are, what your ancestors are. Recognize the good and the bad, and go with it. Anyway, so as I finish this off, and I'll do another progress report soon enough, but things are working out here at the house. I was able to go bills paid. My landlord is so wonderful. So I don't have any problem with maybe winding up homeless, and we'll see how that goes. Patrick's still looking for a job. You can use the prayers, and I will talk to you later. Love y'all.